fights that you have to get if you want to get ahead in the matchup. And we are here for the first game in the best of 5 between Bren Esports and Onic PH. We're starting to go up into the mid, and I'm really expecting a lot of early game aggression.
I am
coming
too.
from Bren Esports with this lineup of a Loyi. Again, comboed with a Khalid. This is a Khalid in the mid, not an offlane one. And this is definitely a lot stronger in the early, except when you get thrown with an ejector as his jawhead. Here we go.
Now, if you would look at it, Dilar and the others, they are going to the middle lane and they are not letting Currency have a good time. And look at this view, and Oh My Venus having a physical attack battle there. Wow, Bren Esports Onic PH starting it very aggressive.
Yep, very, very aggressive, and that's the start you want. That's the start you want to see. This is going to be a possibly a high impact battle, and it's going to be so fierce in the early game. That's something that I'm already expecting. So here we go. These are the matchups on the lanes, as you can see, and you can really tell that this is going to be a heck of a battle here. Right off the bat, around the buffs. This is Jay, who's trying to reset that orange buff, but you know what Lusty says? No, you can't. Oh wait, can he? I think he can.
Oh
no,
my
he wants to go for the kill! Whoa!
And Iyaknu is there. The buff will reset, and there's the punish.
There's the punish. Oh my god, right there, right now. Lusty gonna be in for a treat here. This is difficult. The early game, Khalid, you don't have that strong of a skill yet. You will get taken out by the burn. And Iyaknu, Onic PH, they're getting the lead here.
And Oh My Venus here, getting pulled back, but they cannot go for the aggressive here. Onic PH, they're looking really strong right now.
They are. You know what makes you strong? It's a skin for Terizla. If you log in from October 27 and November 13, you'll get a chance to get the Terizla special skin. Hammer Giant. Go to the Trickster's Village event. You'll get yourself a chance to go for those spins 7 each day, possibly for completing task.
And Jay here really wants Lusty, his former teammate.
Lusty! He pushed back.
He wants his former teammate, and he takes him back to their clutches.
So much control from the Khalid, for the Khalid. That's what's the good thing about having this Barats. Look at that. Getting that unlimited sets is disrupting the positioning of Bren Esports and giving them such a hard time.
And Few here is caught in a very bad spot. Bren Esports will get the first kill, and Few will go down.
Few's going down there for Jay as well. Again, this jawhead pick is just working out very, very well for Onic PH. The early game, the ejector plays. I mean, with heroes that need to be held in position, like this Khalid, it's a godsend to have a jawhead in your lineup.
Okay, so there's another throw.
Whoa!
And Jay is throwing the enemies like pancakes, hotcakes.
Dispositioned by a Barats and a jawhead. Oh my gosh, people are flying everywhere.
How do you fight this in Currency? He's gonna go down. Jay! He actually stays alive.
Wow, the moves from Carl Teasy gonna be able to dodge on out of there, but Wise is getting a huge amount of damage from Flap Teasy and Carl Teasy. He's thinking, I want to help Wise, Flap Teasy rather, but then again, he's in a bad position already. There's no way you can save him.
And he still got the kill. It's a 1-for-1, It's a 1-for-1.
That is really saying something here. These teams rather, going blow for blow in this matchup.
Diversion, it's there. Few is here.
Go another big one. Jay wants to see if he can just scare off Bren Esports. Maybe a little bit of a mental battle going on.
Remember, Onic PH, Bren Esports, Onic PH doesn't have a score against. Didn't get a win on a series against Bren Esports. They were on the same group. That means they will meet twice. But this time around, Jay gets caught out.
Yep, Jay gonna get caught out there. Tempest of Blades not gonna be hitting. Carl TC making use of that just for safety as well. He's not sure where the rest of the Onic PH members are resting. Jay and Oh My Venus were actually hiding in that bush for a long time.
And Flap here getting consumed by Dilar only to be spat back out.
That's not really how to use it, but you know, use it on cooldown. Just provide some damage, and you're already doing your job as a Baron.
I mean, if he was in
Oh.
position for the
Big,
power
possible
shot.
big one. Dilar into 2v1. Flap TZ might have caught him by surprise. Step of the Blaze slows him down a little bit, but will be finished off in the end by Few. And on the bottom, it's a free man push as well for Onic PH. They're not going to give it away that easily. It's a tower for a tower, and we are still a little bit on the tie. 1K ahead for Onic PH though at 5.5 minutes.
And you really have to look at in a way in which Bren Esports wants to play this. They've been 100% distracted by the movements of Onic PH right now.
The Onic PH members trying to see if they can spot out that turtle. It's very, very low. If they give to Carl TZ, it will be very bad for them. Oh, Wise gets it! He gets the steal and will be deleted right away, but
Whoa!
denying it will be big. That's going to be fused. Spat out once more by Dilar. And by raw, pure damage, Onic PH are pushing Bren Esports back.
They don't have their ultimates anymore. They're forced to run back. And that only means Carlsy and the others, they won't have control over the jungle this time around. Onic PH, they just lose Wise.
They lose Wise. They deny the turtle buff, though. That might be a consolation prize. But Onic PH are still ahead by 2,000. That's saying something. Against a team like Bren Esports, you don't do it that easily. It's gonna be Yaknu
Oh!
on a Cyclone for the jump into the Chasm Blade, but not gonna be able to get away. That is a Ling. You cannot do that.
Yeah, and Wise, oh my Venus here, staying within their own buff. And this is your Gillette instant replay. Hashtag shave the day. Onic PH got the turtle, but the thing is, that won't save you from the 3-man setup that Bren set up here for Wise. But you know what? Dilar could have spatted back out to the allies, but it didn't really hit them.
Yeah, it went to the wall instead.
Yeah, it went to the wall instead, and that was, let's say, a few pixels to the left.
Almost.
Almost,
there.
almost.
But it did the trick. It took out the target, and somehow it's going to be a very, very big Onic PH map control lead. They are still waiting on the sides, and big possibility here for a big engage. Bren Esports, they are waiting. They have 4 members spotted out by the Mountain Shocker, and Jay threatening them with Ejector.
Are you seeing Cardsy right now? Jay was on Ejector. What he did, he went close to Jay. And you wouldn't do that if you're a Ling.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like, okay, go ahead. We know that you're not complete here. We can see them on the map. That's what's happening here. The vision game is real. Another turtle fight. Here we go. Got Leslie waiting. That is a big untouchable force. Unstoppable force,
And
rather.
Wise.
Wise
Oh, no.
secures the turtle again. I can't believe it. Iapnu's on the back foot. He's here to clean up. Fuse forced to flicker out as well. And everyone is just running for the hills here. Bren Esports, they are having a hard time with this game.
And Cardsy can't get freedom into this game. Flap hit! Will it hit?
Oh!
Yes, it will! Yes, it will, ladies and gentlemen. Onic putting out a clinic right now in the Celestial Palace.
Whew. That was unbelievable to make that hit just like that against a player like Flap. And it's going to be a very, very bad position here for Dilar. Will get taken out by the Bren Esports duo, but the rest of Onic are here to respond if they need to. No one's going to be fighting off for the meantime.
And right now, Bren Esports, they are on the back end of everything that's happening. They are getting the shorter end of the stick here. Onic PH, they're doing great. They're playing within their limits. They are getting the scaling that they want, the late game that they want, the patient game that they want.
Yep, this is it. This is what they're trying to go for, and that is also why they pick up this Jawhead. It's doing so much to keep Bren Esports in check in this matchup in the early game.
And turrets, let's check it out right now. 3 turrets onto the side of Onic PH. 2 turrets for the side of
the
Bren
Ejector
Esports.
again!
And he has the Raging Sandstorm.
Yep, forcing Lusty to use the Raging Sandstorm right there. Not really the way you want to use that ultimate. And again, these are because of the plays that Jays are making.
Okay, Rebo here. Oh,
Oh,
that
okay.
doesn't go in.
Thank you for the assist, says Iaknu. Ooh, I don't mind if I do. And that's gonna be it. Jay with another ejector, gonna be purified right off by
Well timed.
by Rebo. Man, the
Yeah, well
doctor.
timed. Well timed.
The doctor's reflexes are pretty much intact.
Yeah, and this guy has been playing ever since season 1. And you don't see any lapse or any, you know what? Any slowdown from this guy.
Absolutely. He's been a pro for a long time now, for a few years. And he is not stopping right now. Here we go. Jay dives in for the back. And here comes the Flying Dragon. Yu Zhong with the backline attack into that Yu. Oh my gosh, Flap TZ, what a monster! Goes on the back foot and takes down Wise. The rest of the Onic Esports are suffering one by one here. Oh my Venus, gonna be free fodder for Carl TZ. Teleport is here, but few just way too late.
And that happened to View twice already. Rockhart. First time was near the Little Wanderer. Second time was there near the red buff, orange buff, if you will.
Yeah, that's a free for one
That's
for Onic PH.
That is not bad for the side of Bren Esports, and these teams, they are looking to show us that, hey, we know how to take our fights. Don't get us wrong.
Nice spit off there. Rebo out of position, but will not be stunned. He can use that falling star moon to get out of the way, but fights are happening all over the map. Tempest of Blades will be going off and forcing Iaknu to use that flicker. And Jay, looking to see if he can protect. He catches Lusty again.
You know what?
Whoa!
You know what? He could have taken down. He could have taken cards. He could have taken down Iaknu if he had the orange buff. If he had the damage over time, but to no avail.
Oh! What a long tongue! And that will be able to take out. That
Here
boy
comes the
Venus.
dragon! Here comes the dragon! Enter the dragon, ladies and gentlemen. But that is enough for the hype as they will disengage.
It's a 1-for-1, but man, that was one of the longest Daytona's welcome I've ever seen in my life.
Have you seen a tongue that long, though?
I have never seen a tongue that long.
All right. Good to know.
That is just disgustingly OP. What a beautiful ultimate usage from Dilar there. And again, we still have a lot of plays being used, being done by Onic PH on this barracks. And now
He's just using it at will, though. Just letting it happen. I mean, looking at Onic PH right now, they're getting what they want. But still, Bren Esports, they're not gonna back down from a fight. As you can see, currently finding the right position to get to Wise.
they're ahead in gold. They're ahead by gold by a little bit, but that's saying something. Considering it's been Onic who has been proactively seeking out the fights ever since minute 5. And now, we're gonna see some items here.
Okay, so now, Sea Halberd is there, Berserker's Fury is there, Endless Battle. I think Karl Z is probably gonna go for a Demon Hunter Sword next. These are things that you really have to consider when you're facing off against a very tanky lineup as Onic PH. And that
there
is
you
going
go.
to be Iaknu going down.
All out of nowhere, Carl TZ able to make an assassination happen on the top lane. He's gonna be able to get on out of there.
And this is really just Bren Esports having control over this phase of the game.
Very fast, high-octane game for
Yeah.
Bren Esports and Onic PH. Absolutely beautiful to watch. And now we'll see if Onic will try to go for it. Jay spots them out. He knows this is happening. He knows he can do something, and he pushes Lusty back. Another Raging Sandstorm used defensively. That's just what you want to do. You want to deny all of these big-time ultimates from Bren Esports so that they don't have an option to engage later on.
The moment they saw that the turret was getting taken down by those cannons on the bottom lane, what they did was they played around a bit and they were actually letting Onic PH just be aware of their surroundings and to just stay in place, because they know that if they prolong that turret will go down to the bottom lane and they will have a much better control of the enemy's jungle.
Yeah, that would have been so much better if they could do that. But of course, this map is just split. There's no one who's controlling the map altogether except maybe Onic can kind of extend because of Dilar. because of the Barretts.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's still a pretty even fight.
But if ever someone goes down here from the side of Onic PH, like that would be detrimental to their map control. Considering that Bren Esports right now, they got all the side lane turrets here from the side of Onic PH. They only need to get one more onto the middle lane. They just need to get that tier 1 middle lane down and they will have map control. Well, for the side of Onic PH, they should be aiming on how to get the side lane shoved to the side of Bren Esports.
Yep, the side lanes are basically a big deal when you go for lords like this. Right now, they want to go for the engage. They throw back Lusty. Lusty is going and spinning and making sure that he's not going to go down without a fight, and he's able to sustain. Also has the immortality in case he needs it, but will not be proc. Onic PH, they're being a lot more careful at 15 minutes in the game.
And they're much, I think Bren Esports is much happier with this current setup right now that they're having. 4 people are going in front of each other, then they are dancing around waiting for the right time or the right opportunity to do things. But for Kartzy, what he does, he just finch voices to the top, finch voices to the bot. Diversion is there as well. If they need to defend, they can defend the
It's the big
silence.
engage! Right there! Big
Wise.
teleport into the back foot. They're looking for Wise! He's the target! He's the lone attack that Bren is going for, and they get there what they want. Oh my Venus is next. Immortality will be popped, but that's not gonna matter. He's gonna go down instead. Iakno had to walk all the way from the top. And he's way too late to the party, but he's still gonna try to go for a few. He will take him out with the help of Delar. And the rest of Bren Esports, they're collapsing very, very hard on the Onic PH members remaining here. Iakno is trying to sustain, but he cannot do it against Carl TZ.
And while that's happening, a turret went down onto the side of Bren Esports on the top lane. 2 turrets down, 2 outer turrets down on the side of Bren Esports. Onic PH, they're running around, they're playing around, and the bottom lane is shoved to the side of Onic PH onto the bottom lane. They have to defend that. That means one less person down that can play with this Lord contest that Bren Esports is doing right now. And Onic PH, look at this, they actually get the kill on Flap.
They got the kill on Flap, and again, View is still down. It's a 3-man Lord. They want to go for it. They don't care. They're fighting. Boy is very low. No retribution available. 4 Onic PH means that Bren will secure the Lord.
And that Barretts goes small. Jay here, Immortality has been popped. A bit of a recall there. And Jay
Yeah, they're
will,
just playing around.
Yeah, Jay
Look
will
at
go down.
this.
Jay,
Look at this.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Run
Waste
him
time
home.
here. Yeah, go ahead.
Run him
yeah,
home.
of course. Of
Run
course.
him home. And they know that Jay knows that he's dead at that point.
That was like a solid 30 seconds that they didn't do anything. I don't know. But here comes the replay. Full targeting on Wise.
Yeah, and considering that Flap here is on the Yuzhong, we've said this time and again, if you're gonna play YSS, please do ban out the Yuzhong. Yuzhong is not a good matchup for YSS. Why? Because for YSS, you need to refresh Traceless. If you don't have that dodge, then that means there's the dragon form, the black dragon form, and there's the jumps that's gonna come out from Yuzhong. So you have to get through 2 gap closers, and you only have 1 dash.
Yeah, that was a short inhibitor, by the way, being secured with that Lord. Will be defended by Delar, by Yaku rather. And the rest of Bren, they're engaging on the top. Vibe is flying. He's doing everything. He's hitting everyone with the essence. And it's going to be View very, very low. Jay is trying to sustain, but he can't. Kartizi is just way too strong. And now, they're going to be able to get away with 1 death. But they're able to defend.
Bren Esports, ladies and gentlemen, they are manhandling Onic PH right now in terms of getting the gold, getting the map, and getting the objectives. But look at this, 17k for Kartzy, 13k for Wise. What's happening here?
This is not what's happening. This is not what usually happens. Man, Delar is just having a hard time in finding targets now. It's scary to get a target because any target you get, except for few, is just so scary to put in your teammates.
And as you can see,
what an engage under the tower. They don't care. Fighting under Tempest Blades, Flap easy. He is taking everything, and they are able to get a target. Iaknu's down. There's a lot less more AoE, a lot less more burn. And there you can go for a push, but the minions are missing. The wave clear for Onic PH is still present just because of this Barretts as well.
And as you can see, diversion is there under the back lines. Few here will get caught out. He gets stunned and he is the target here.
He's a target. There's no more Lo Yi on the foot. But because of that, Onic PH will be able to hold back the onslaught of Bren Esports.
And Onic Magic, they need to make it happen right now. They need to show it right now. Onic Magic, where is it?
They've got some magic tricks up their sleeve. This is the time to show it up. And any smart use of the Parrots is going to be needed here. Like, they're always going for a few. That is the right thing to do. But the Carl TZ magic, power is just something that you need to deal with instead.
For Onic, you can see that they're really lacking the damage right now. I mean, they can take Bren Esports head on, but in terms of damage output, Onic PH will just lose that battle all throughout.
Yeah, Weiss is the target. Even Carl TZ goes to the back line. Flicker out by Oh My Venus, and the fight is erupting all over the map. They go after Jay instead, and they will take him out. Lusty going to be in front as well. It's a very healthy Onic squad. They're only 4, but they are very high HP, which means they can go for the chase if they want to. They're doing that right now.
And look at this, Villar.
On the back line. Oh, Yaknu. He's absorbing all 3 Bren Esports members. Carl TZ, he's looking for Wise, but Wise still has the immortality. I don't think he's going to go down very easily. And there goes Few. He's back. That's how long this fight's been going on. Few's already back on the field. And able to disengage with minimal damage.
They can sustain. Onic PH can sustain the damage of Bren Esports. But the thing is, they cannot take down the people here from the side of Bren. If you would look at their items, Dilar is relegated to attack. So that means in terms of damage output, they have 2 tanks in Jay and with Dilar. Now, where does the damage come from? It comes from Iyaknu, it comes from Wise. Iyaknu has tank items too.
There you go, another big one from Dilar, but he will get taken out before he can spin it out. There you go, it's a big defensive Raging Sandstorm, but that's all you need. They just need to stay alive. They just need to take down the...
Carl!
Oh, Carl TZ, he wants to go for the finish.
He didn't have minions.
No minions, but he's going to be able to push on very, very close. That inhibitor shirt should go down soon. He has the immortality, he's flying all the way out. And Iyaknu makes it in time to keep the inhibitor alive.
All right, now Bren Esports, eye on the prize. They go straight for that Lord, that Luminous Lord. Ladies and gentlemen, it will bump into the base. If they get this, it goes to the bottom lane. So that, with that in mind, Bren Esports should be placing themselves comfortably up top, mid, or probably walking with the Lord.
And the Lord will be taking out Bren Esports. Again, Onyx defense is just spectacular in this matchup. Despite being down by 7, actually make that 8,000 gold, they're doing what is necessary to stay alive in this game.
Bren Esports, they run a Luyi. They haven't run this ever since the regular season.
Exactly.
What can't they do?
That's the question. That's the beauty of Bren Esports as well. There's always something in the back of these guys' pockets.
But you know what? Onic PH, they found themselves losing game number 1 of the regular season, and they just do fine. Let's see how will this pan out. And Few here on the back line. Why are you there?
Few's in a very weird position.
Are you gonna cut out the creep waves, the minion waves?
Yeah, he's trying to use that AoE. Get rid of the minions, making a lot of pressure on each and every side of the map. But Bren Esports, they're not going to use that Lord push. Apparently, they're just waiting for a good chance to hit someone.
Yeah.
They will.
And they put Jay there and Lusty getting tossed back.
That's going to be Immortality popped for Lusty under the tower. Raging Sandstorm will save him. Only for the meantime, Few is in a bad spot. Forced to use Winter Truncheon. And the flicker out instead by Yaknu. Oh, there's a chase. Rebo! He's not done with you yet.
And this is why Rebo is still with Bren Esports for the longest time. Onic here takes down Few. Few here is going to be the only casualty on the side of Bren Esports. Well, Yaknu is the only casualty on the side of Onic PH. But let's make that 2 as Rebo here gets caught out.
Carl TZ again goes in with big Tempest of Blades. Not yet being used. He's saving it for the last moment. And there he is. He goes in with Wise as well. It's going to be up to Wise to defend this for Onic PH. Oh My Venus trying to keep everyone alive. And they're just about enough. They're having just about enough of this damage output. They want to go for the fight. Wise is doing his very best to stay alive here with the help of Enos, but everyone's just piling on to him, and he will get taken out, and that will be the win. It's 1-0. Bren Esports win over Onic.
Bren Esports